Just hit his head.
Well, that's one way to come on with the dog hurting itself.
You good, bro? He's fine.
Is he okay?
He said, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, he's so shiny.
Baby. He is. He has the gloss coat.
There is currently washi tape everywhere in my room because I'm trying to find colors that match the theme I want to do this month. Ooh, we've got very geometric stuff that we can do. So, hello, welcome to my channel. We are doing reading sprints tonight. Do we do any other kinds of sprints on my channel at the moment? No.
Not unless it's November.
No, I mean, yeah, that I just, not right now. My brain just does not want to write things. So I am going to let y'all introduce yourselves real quick. If we want to go Brianna, Kara, Bree, just give us a quick thing about your channel and what you do. And everyone but Bree is linked down below. I will put Bree's links in the description box when we're done. Or you can just go find one of my Avengers videos because Bree is linked under some of those. If you can't wait. Anyways.
I'm Brianna. I'm from the channel Coffee Books and Bullet Journals for now.
You should actually change your YouTube name to that. Coffee Books and Bullet Journals for now.
I'm just realizing that I don't. We were just talking about bullet journals and I don't really do bullet journal videos anymore. So yeah, but I do have book videos.
Mm-hmm.
And very gay things.
Especially right now.
Especially right now when your family posts passive-aggressive Christian things and so you just decide to be passive-aggressive right back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, what was it? Was it your June TBR? You were looking very Pam. Just like pink, yellow, and blue everywhere.
Did you see today's video?
I haven't seen today's video because I didn't get a chance to do any video stuff yet today.
I saw your thumbnail.
Very gay.
Okay. I'm currently sorting through my washi tape, but we'll get there in a minute. Okay. Anything else we should know about your channel, Brianna? Hey, Beth! Okay, we're going to finish introductions and then I'm going to come back to Beth's comment because...
There's usually a dog or four, but they're all outside right now.
Nice. All right. It's not working.
Okay.
Kara?
Can I go ahead? All right.
Yes, you can.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Kara. My channel is Wild Book Garden. I read pretty much a little bit of everything. Favorite genres are probably fantasy and historical fiction, but I'm all across the board. I read all across age ranges too. I'm very vocal and passionate about that. And yeah, I do all kinds of content. Yes, I'm a big proponent of middle grade and how important it is for readers of all ages. Yeah, this is my first reading sprint that I'm co-hosting, so this is very exciting for me. I'm happy to be here.
Nice. Yes, I'm happy. I think this is your first time on my channel too. I know I've been on your channel.
Yeah, and we did a couple of not buddy reads, read along books together, but I don't remember if they were on your channel or not.
Oh no, you've been on my channel for Voltathon. Oh my god.
Dream's a Dreamer, yeah.
Anything that anything that has not happened this week does not exist right now.
I understand.
That's who I am as a person right now.
You know, I feel like every day this week felt like a Monday.
Yeah.
That's just my vibe this whole week was that every day was a Monday.
Yeah.
That it just we tried to restart the week every day and it still didn't work. Every time it still just didn't work.
That is no fun. I hate those days too.
Yeah. It was a time.
All right. Since you're talking already, Bree, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
My name is Bree. I talk about bookish things. If you look at my name right there, that's the same thing as my YouTube, so you can just search it without having to go look for the link that is not there yet. So it's fine. But yeah, you can become the 5th person that I talk to about books.
glad there are 4 of us in the group chat. Okay, so today, what are we all reading?
I'm going to start a very cute, adorable graphic novel.
Nice. I am going to be trying to finish Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know by Samira Ahmed. I need to finish this in like the next day or so. It's because I have it as an audiobook and it is about to go away. So I will be working on my bullet journal while I do that. Oh, hey, I have a TBR cart now where I can put things.
This is actually perfect because I'm reading a Margaret recommendation.
Song of the Crimson Flowers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is by Julie C. Dow. And I have realized I'm out of the habit of reading library books because I was just able to, like, I just felt comfortable going back to my local library a few weeks ago and I was so excited. And now I'm like, oh yeah, books have due dates again. So I'd like to make progress in that one today.
My library is currently if the fines happen between like now, like they're forgiving all fines at my library right now.
Yeah.
Which I'm perfectly fine with because that money doesn't go to my library anyways. Fun fact, the fines you pay to the library just go into like the general tax funds for the city. They do not go directly to your library. So if you actually want to donate to your library, you have to like actually donate. So,
Good to know.
anyways, at least in Florida, because we're lame like that. So, Bree, what are you reading today?
I am reading A Short History of the Girl Next Door, which, okay, so like I'm 100 pages away from the end, and the tragic accident that is mentioned at the beginning of, or in the middle of the synopsis, it just happened.
I hate when they do that.
So you're 100 pages away from the end before something that was mentioned in the synopsis happens. A. B. It's going to completely change the tone of the book because up until now it's been like super fluffy and light, and I've been enjoying that. That's not a problem. The problem is that like I'm so confident that the next 100 pages is going to be completely different. And I'm so sad because like I was hoping that the tragic accident would, like, we all know that the tragic accident is going to be one of like 5 things because it's a YA contemporary. But the result of said accident and to whom said accident occurs, we don't know. You know, it could be anything in a YA contemporary. And so the choice that was made, I'm just like, now I don't know what to do with myself. Because it's like I was expecting it to like bring 2 particular people into the perfect situation. And I had 2 like frames of mind here. I had like, okay, well, this person and this person could end up together, or this person could realize that they aren't really in love with this person and then be with this person and it would all be great. But now I'm just like unsure of how to feel because it's going to change. Like if the tone is going to be so different and then like because of this, it's like, okay, but now this person shouldn't be in a relationship because they're going through, they shouldn't like jump into a new relationship whilst also dealing with the grief that they're dealing with now and like trying to walk through that. They shouldn't like, you know, add to the issue.
It's a lot. It's a lot to be dealing with at one time.
Yeah, so then now I'm just like, are they going to end up with no one? Or
sometimes, I can't believe I'm saying this, sometimes that's the best outcome.
Yeah, but as a YA contemporary, I'm unsure as to if that will actually be the case or not.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people don't always make the best decisions, and sometimes, like, at least from my work and from what I hear from patients, sometimes changes like that can be beneficial because it can give them something to look forward to. It can give them something like an extra support. It just depends on the relationship and the person. But we have, hold on, we got a couple people. Okay, so we've got Beth and her books. Maybe if this wants to work this time. Does it? Can y'all see it? Because there we go. Yeah. Beth is reading one of my favorite books ever that I need to reread. Blood Witch. Chapter 59 is my favorite, or 54. I can't remember which one it is, but like there's a whole page that just was what I've been waiting for 2 whole books. Because they were separated at the end of the first book, and I'm just like, when do they meet again? And then they're together again, and I'm like, oh, thank God! And then Susan Dinner destroyed me.
I'm so ready for the gang to be back together. Like,
I don't really. Okay, I just need these two specifically to be back together because they are my life.
oh wait, I just realized we were talking about different characters. Never mind.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love having Safi and Isolde, and I've been waiting for them to be, like that. Their relationship is fantastic, but you know me, I'm about the romance. So, like, when we're going to like things that happen, like my thing, in fact, is both couples first, and then the friendships. Those are my priorities. I'm a terrible person. Anyways, we also have Jessica just talking about how awesome Adwin is because everyone loves Adwin. Everyone loves Adwin. Let's see who else. Let's see. Mitchell is here. Actually, let me go ahead and do which one. So I'm not just going to go through. Max, did you tell us what you're reading? Let's see. Max has not told us what they're reading. They're probably going to be eating dinner if this goes as other live shows have gone. Oh, hold on. It's trying to give me trouble. All right. So let's see. I can't pull everything up because my browser's not working properly. So I may pop out for a minute. But we've got Jessica Williamson here reading Blood Like Magic. Mitchell is here reading If This Gets Out. Let's see. Kira's here. Hello. Okay, which Wonder Woman though? There's a lot. Let's see. So, okay, it looks like it's Sophie Gonzalez who is the one who wrote If This Gets Out. Okay, so I'm going to try and fix the computer problems that are happening right now. It might just be that my internet is awful, as usual. So let's see if I can get this. Okay, it's not going to let me share the timer right now. So let me go ahead and press play on this. And 3, 2, 1, mute your mics.
You hurt me directly, all by yourself.
Did y'all hear that this time?
No, we did not.
Did not? Okay, well, I heard it. It's fine. Sorry about the random audiobook thing. I keep going in and out. So it's been a time over here. And I forgot that like you would be able to hear the audiobook. So how did we do? Some stuff happened.
I read the first part of my graphic novel.
Yay, are we liking it? How's the art style so far?
It's so cute. Like, look at this.
Oh, here, let me get.
I'll show you an early picture, so it's not like
Mm,
spoiling anything. Isn't it pretty?
It's
They
pretty.
did
That is
really
pretty.
good choosing that color palette too.
Yeah.
Like it's able to be colorful, but without being too busy.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Right? It's like it takes place on an island, so it's like very coastal.
Yeah.
Like it's all the blues and purples and stuff.
Nice. All right, let's see if this will work this time. How did the rest of us do?
I got 20 pages.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you okay? Hold on. We'll get there. How far did you get, Kara?
Yeah, I also read 20 pages about, and something that I like, unlike Bree's book, where like the synopsis basically just happened 100 pages from the end.
Oh.
We've like gotten through like one of the main inciting incidents, and something else I appreciate is the synopsis is correct, but like the way things play out is a little different,
Yeah.
which I like a lot more. So yeah. I'm enjoying this a lot.
I was super hesitant about the book until I found out that they'd known each other for years. I was like, oh, okay, this makes freaking sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the specific, I don't think the synopsis says like how I think Bao is how you say his name. There's a pronunciation guide. Let me check.
Bao.
Yeah, Bao. I don't think the synopsis says like why he ends up in the situation he does at the beginning, and the way that plays out makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no, that part hasn't happened yet, but like basically why he ends up being involved in some deception. I'm like trying not to give spoilers if people read it, but it's the kind of trope. It's the kind of trope that I normally am very hesitant about, but the way it's been done here, I really like. And one of the things that actually made me want to pick this up is because, Margaret, you said in your wrap-up that, like, the book did things a certain way. Like, because you also said that you weren't initially that interested in it, but it actually, like, did things a lot better. So
initially skeptical just because the basic premise of this book is this guy has been pining after this girl, like what you know in the synopsis, and he proposes to her and she turns him down cruelly. And then in the course of like after that, he ends up like getting turned into a food. But like the whole like him proposing to her and like all of that, the way it sounds from the synopsis, it makes it sound like it's this guy who's been admiring her from
like obsessing over her.
Like, and it's so much better. I think for the amount of time that the length of that book, Julie C. Dowd does a really good job of building her world, building her characters. You can tell she's really comfortable in this world already. So
yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good. Okay, let's see. How did everyone else do? Okay. So Kier did answer my question about Wonder Woman. Kier is reading the new DC Rebirth, like that started in 2016. So we're on volume 3. I think that's as far as I have gotten in Wonder Woman. And I like what they're doing or what they started doing at the beginning of Rebirth. I think I've heard some things that I don't necessarily like, but you know, whatever. So Kier read issue 15 of Wonder Woman. And then Beth got to chapter 40. You are almost at my favorite chapter, Beth. You're getting closer there. Oh my god. The amount of time that I waited for Susan Dennard to give me crumbs. Crumbs. And I have a feeling I might get crumbs in the next one too. Because that's Isolde's book. So
I'm so excited. I love Isolde. She's like my favorite. Maybe she's my favorite. She's definitely one of my favorites.
Safi is my favorite because she's just so dumb.
See, I cannot stand dumb characters, but Safi's one of the exceptions. Like, because she's not dumb. She just, like, she has certain information and she does what she can. And then people are like, you didn't know about this. And it's like, yeah, because no one told her.
It's that, and it's also, like, she is just so freaking, like, she is stubborn to the point that it makes her look like an idiot. And I just identify with that. I'm like, I love you so much. You're making terrible choices right now and not really like there are a couple of things that like if she just took like 2 steps back and thought about it, she might have been like, maybe I should hear these people out. But no, she just like just like, oh my god. I love her so much. I think mostly it's like her and Merrick in the first book are just absolutely freaking hilarious, even when they're at like each other's throats. Made me laugh. So, anyways, I chose my colors for my bullet journal. You can't tell, but some of these are purple. There we go.
It's pretty. Like it. The purpley
Yes.
gray
Oh,
look I am into.
You missed I'm doing the colors of the demi flag or demi flag.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that, and it's my own sexuality.
That means you can pronounce it however you want.
There you go. It's a good month to learn or decide.
At least all of the other ones are really easy, like ace, bi, pan. So, anyways, I can only offend the ones that are me. Anyways, let's see. We're at 8:40 now. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna get this reset and we'll go again. Anyone else in the chat want to chime in with how they did? I think we might have missed a couple. Oh, would you work with me here? Excuse me. I love how I talk to my computer like it is my dog.
Who's practicing?
Yes, practicing.
Just FYI, I have Rocket on my daily page or my daily kind of. It's like a rolling week right now. I don't know, but I have Rocket on it, and so every time I look at him, I start singing "Come and Get Your Love" because we just watched the movie.
Where did you get the stickers, Bree?
Amazon. I got like
Can
a
you send
bunch.
me a link?
Yeah, I can. I got like I got a few different packs of them.
Because I'm
I've
kind
been
of at
using
the
them
point that
everywhere.
I sort of want to do like a separate page for each Avenger so that I can keep track of what books I read for them, and it's not all cramped. I also don't know what I have done with my bullet journal stickers that I bought for that from Mom Always Plans. So,
Yeah.
oops.
I bought a few different packs from the Yield Amazon
Mhm.
because
The Avenger Pandas are the ones that are my favorite. And I'm like, man, they need this ones of those.
I would have gotten from Etsy, but it's harder to get as many characters at a time that way. So I was like, I can always go back and like get specific characters from Etsy to fill in what I don't have that I want.
Yeah.
But, and then I have printed out some of the characters that I haven't had stickers for.
Yeah.
So
I like the
character
ones that are
pages.
being made. That's pretty much all I need, but it might be nice to have some little things here and there that I might just decide not to use, like the rest of the stickers that I own. Listen, the bullet journaling has not been going great today. This year. Just like we skipped April, May. What were those months? We're halfway through June. I sat down and I did my budget. That's what I did.
I mean,
I haven't used my calendar pages in like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we weren't going places.
So,
Well, I have to use Google Calendar for work.
mhm.
It's redundant to try to like put it in my bullet journal too.
Yeah.
Bullet
Yeah,
journal
like
is really just a running task list.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like if I have like a specific like meeting or event or like online thing, it's like I put it in my calendar on my phone so I can just set an alarm for it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna write it down on something that I won't have with me as often.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing like a rolling weekly, so like my rapid
Mhm.
log is just
mhm.
rolling throughout the week.
Nice.
And then schedule stuff on this side.
I'm a bit extra with my weeklies right now because I found a format that I liked, right last year during quarantine. So I have like my main weekly pages, although I'm going to be changing it up, but then each day gets its own section. So I can do my to-dos, and I can also do a little bit of journaling, and I can decorate with stickers.
Mhm.
So I'm so much more productive and like on focus, on task when I have my bullet journal working. But you know, just who
I hope you
am
guys
as a
could
person.
hear him yawn just now.
We did hear that.
Well, actually,
Yes.
it was my dog until
Yeah.
you said
He has the most extra little yawns ever.
Aw. Okay, let's see. So it's 8:45. Let's do another sprint session. All right. Let's wait. Oh, it's YouTube. Why?
You cannot eat the book.
All right. 3,
It's
2,
not-
1. Mute your mics. Sorry.
He's trying to eat the book, y'all. Do we see this?
Right on time. And we're back. I see a Doyle tail.
Yeah, they all took off running.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So how did we do?
I ate dinner and watched a YouTube video.
That works.
I was like,
I am.
hard to read and eat at the same time.
I still need to have dinner at some point.
I ordered DoorDash because Derek's out of town tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I finished all of my extra papers that I'll use for like decoration for weekly spreads and stuff. And I also found the title that I want to use for June at least. So, and then as far as reading goes, we are at 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 54 seconds left of this book. It goes back tomorrow. Tomorrow?
You can do it.
I'm sure I can. I'm
Is
sure I can.
Normal speed time?
Oh, no. I'm at like 1.8 speed.
No, but I mean like the 2 hours and 57 minutes is that.
Probably.
Because I don't think Libby does it, but like Libro FM, they'll do like based on the time that you have, like, you know, like it's 2 times speed. So then it'll tell you at 2 times speed, you have 4 hours and 16 minutes left.
Let me see.
Does the math.
Where are the details? Okay. I don't think that Overdrive does that because this is a 10-hour audiobook and I've finished 7 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think Overdrive calculates it for you.
But it does. It goes back in 1 day, 13 hours.
Oh, yeah, all kinds of time.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So here is 55 pages in issue 19. The first 2 volumes. I agree. So like the first 2 volumes of Wonder Woman was good, but from what I understand, for the most part, a lot of the Rebirth series started going downhill a little bit during like the 3rd or 4th volumes. And it's hard to tell with comics if that's like just like it, because like one of the things about Batman is it does the story does start to feel a little bit weird and scattered. But then when you get to the end of Tom King's run, from what I understand, everything kind of starts coming together in that final act. And all of the pieces start to make sense. So I can't speak to whether or not that is true of Wonder Woman. So anyways, I just know that I need to actually start reading comics again, I guess.
I mean, it'll help you with that Goodreads goal.
It will help me with that Goodreads goal. And I want to start making comics related content. I just don't read them right now.
Yeah.
So, how did the rest of us do reading wise?
I got another 20 pages. I have like 60 pages left in book. And right now, main character is in the stage of grief that it's like, I don't care about anything. Screw life in general. Let me destroy all of my relationships real quick. Hang on. Give me like 2 seconds.
BRB, let me just like...
That's pretty much where he's at right now.
BRB, I gotta go ruin my life.
Yeah.
Let
me put off, let me sit in my favorite class and not do my work and have the scene where the teacher, talks to him and, like all of that. Yeah, that's literally, I'm in the middle of that scene right now.
Yeah.
Like we all know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I've never experienced it, but I understand that happens.
Yeah, the YA trope scenario is real. Like it's not a bad trope. It's just
it's realistic.
Yeah, it's exactly
right.
Like there's nothing wrong with the situation whatsoever. It's just, you know what I mean when I say that. So,
yeah, exactly.
You know the books. You know the books that do that. You can think of 1 or 2 off the top of your head that, a character goes through a tragic loss and then, that's what happens right after that in book. Okay,
so Tinian, so you're saying jumped in early to Tinian's run and got the end of King's Batman run. So there's stuff that went down because DC had him come off Batman early, so he didn't get to do quite everything he wanted. But I'm trying to think, because I think Tinian was actually Detective Comics, not Batman. So that's a little different. But I need to read it because I stopped like episode. It was supposed to be a 100-issue arc. I stopped issue 50, which is the wedding issue, or was supposed to be. And then just got mad at Dan Didio and decided that there was no point in reading comics as long as he was in charge of DC. Because like he is very anti my favorite characters. He has a very misogynistic view of marriage in comics. He's like, it's the end of the story. I'm like, you would never see a dude say that about a female superhero.
Right.
Maybe it's time for Batman to actually grow and change, which is what Tom King
Whoa.
do.
Whoa.
So,
Calm down here, Margaret.
characters growing? No, we don't do that here.
You don't like that kind of nonsense.
So many other characters, like their stories and their struggles adapt. It is like, no,
Yeah.
Batman has to be this like Batman frustrates me. Batman frustrates me when it comes to the people who write him, because you'll see people who actually get the character and understand what he's about. And then you'll get the people that just want Batman to be as violent as possible and punch people in the face.
Well, I think he's such an iconic character that like even people that don't watch watch it or read it, they know who Batman is, but they know the very surface level of Batman.
Yes.
And so
And that's part of the problem. Like, we get nuance with Superman and Wonder Woman. We don't get nuance with Batman, and there is so much nuance there that's just ignored.
there's so much you could do with a story like this.
So I highly suggest reading Tom King's like Cold Days arc, because that is one of the best character studies of Bruce Wayne, and it really examines his relationship with Batman and Batman's relationship with Gotham, and like the fact that sometimes, yes, he does give into the violence, and kind of it really examines like his relationship with all of those things, and it does them in a way that makes like really shows like, yes, this is who Batman is, and like he's flawed and fails, but anyways.
Right.
So
Anne-Marie,
Right. Anne-Marie, hi. We made it, what, an hour and 12 minutes without me like going off about Batman? That's got to be a record.
Well, but see, here's the thing: you normally have Christine to work off of when they're talking about Bucky, and so it's
Comics just naturally come up when Christine is here.
Right.
What's
So-
your reading, Anne-Marie? We're gonna go another sprint in like 2 minutes because I like having even.
I might jump off and have some dinner real quick because I'm real hungry. But then I'll just like jump back in if that's all right. Do you guys mind? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. You just turn the camera off and go. I
Cool.
think
I did not plan this very well. My meal schedules are still not back to like pre-quarantine normalcy, so I would have been Okay, so you want me to just like turn camera and mute,
Yeah,
or do you
you
want me
can-
to like get out of? Okay.
Yeah, you can just turn your camera off and mute, step away for a minute, grab your food, get all of that done, and then just come back when you're done. Okay, so the thing about Tom King's arc here is it's not gonna make sense unless you've started from the beginning of the arc and you have read to the end of it, from what I understand. I do have to say that some of the beginning stuff doesn't make sense either until we get to like the middle. Anyways. All right. So Anne-Marie is reading Love Beyond Body, Space, and Time, an Indigenous LGBT sci-fi anthology. I think I've heard of that one, actually.
Yeah.
I think Bethany was talking about it last week.
Bethany? It was either Bethany that I heard about it, or I heard about it from Kathy Trithart. So, well, it's nice that the U.S. and Canada can be in sync on one of those things. Our Indigenous History Month is in November, which is a choice.
It is a choice.
Very much a choice.
Very, yeah.
Not a good one.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, I don't know the origins of our Indigenous History Month, so it depends on who decided that was the month.
Mhm.
So
Maybe we just need to move Thanksgiving because honestly, that's just a terrible month for it.
yeah. I mean, like if it was people wanting to fight back against the idea of Thanksgiving, I totally support that. If it was just white people shoehorning something in because hey, Thanksgiving is this month and let's just do that to celebrate Native Americans, I'm like,
Mhm. Yeah.
why did it have to be Thanksgiving, my friends? Anyways, we're stuck with what we're stuck with. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Ta-da! I managed to make a June. I spent so much time getting those letters right. Anyways, how did we do?
Well, I read another 20 pages and a lot of feelings happened, and yeah, I just my soul. I don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We broke free.
I'm here, but like
Are you
this
here?
poor kid, like this poor kid.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like I get the situation, but also I'm so mad at the situation because, like, okay, he lost his best friend that he was also like in love with, but like she didn't know. It was like an unrequited love situation. But like, now that she's gone, he's like dealing with this, like she had a boyfriend and everybody's like so sorry for the boyfriend and all this stuff,
No,
but
I'm
nobody
sorry
like
for him.
because like they were like they've been best friends since they were like babies, and like, you know, so his, you know, situation, like I get
Yeah.
why he's
Upset.
reacting and upset the way he is, because like the popular guy who was dating her for 2 months is, you know, getting all of this, you know, special treatment.
Sympathy.
Yeah, and he's over here like all that anger at, you know, what happened even before, and like at the whole never getting to tell her and never getting to like anything, and then on top of that just the in general grief of what has happened, you know, like he has a lot built up, and so he's reacted with some, you know, pushing everybody away, and now he's all depressed, and then he got kicked off the team, and now it's like even worse, and it's sad.
Yeah.
I have feels for this kid, and because yeah, and I only have 40 pages, so I don't understand how this is supposed to be a, you know, a good resolved situation here. It is a short history of the girl next door. That is what it is.
How was your dinner, Kara?
It was good. Thank you. I came back in time to read a little bit, like on the last. So
Nice. How did we do, Brianna?
I forget what page I was on, but I'm now on page 174, and I started this tonight. So like,
nice.
Good for you. I am.
I'm like,
it's really cute. It's very insta love, but it's cute.
I'm like a quarter done with this book, I think, which is pretty good. So
Not bad.
yeah.
Not bad at all. I got 31 minutes read. So we're kind of going into like the final act, which will be just her and this guy. And I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. So I really like the format of this story because it's the main character Kayum, and then there's another like character that there's someone that they're trying to find. They're trying to find out more about her, so we get like little snippets of her point of view as well, because she's very much been dead like, for a while now.
Very much, not just a little dead.
The one thing, it's based on a very tragic poem by Byron.
What's this book again?
Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know. It's about the Giaour poem.
Right.
Yeah, it's about the Giaour poem by Lord Byron, from what I understand. And so the one thing that's bugging me is this character who has tragically lost her love has pledged to be faithful to him for the rest of her life and not to, you know, find happiness with anyone else. And I'm just like, we could have worked this a little bit differently because that doesn't sit right with me. Like, why does her life have to end? I mean, marriage and family, that's not the entirety of what your life can do. But why does she have to limit her options? Because you're dead, dude.
Yeah, I also will say though, like I get frustrated when that trope is done and then they immediately like walk it back. It's like why even
Mhm.
like because if a character chooses they don't want to be with someone else like going forward, it's like that's fine if that's like what the person wants. But like why even put it in the story if you're like, oh, except for this like love interest that we introduced like 10 pages ago. Now they're in love. So forget everything you just read.
Like I can see that, especially when you're younger, that being a very realistic reaction to losing someone that you were like close to or involved with, like someone you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with. So
Yeah.
like I can see it being walked back in some of those situations, but like give it a little bit of space and time,
Mhm.
right?
Right. That's what I'm saying is like immediately. I feel like a lot of times when I read that, it's like, oh, I guess when you said forever, you meant like 3.5 months. Okay.
You meant
Right.
5 minutes. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Readjusting expectations here.
Like she's had like it's interesting because she has had relationships, but like nothing that she wants to be permanent by the standards of the time. So, anyways, Anne Marie got 13 pages. Kier got through 35. So you must be almost done with that volume. And I'm still working on my bullet journal. It's fine. I should have done this a month ago. Anyways, so I think that is going to be it for tonight because we won't be able to get another sprint in. But do y'all have anything that y'all want to plug that's going to go like on your channel? Mackenzie, don't. If you're watching this, Max,
I posted a vlog today where I dressed like professionally for Pride and then recommended queer books based on my outfits. And I'm very
Nice.
pleased with it, and it's not doing as well as I wanted it to. And I've lost like 15 subscribers in the past week, and it's pissing me off.
I'm
is
sorry.
Please go give the video love.
I will go give it love as soon as we are done here.
Cannot. That makes me so disappointed.
I know. I'm like, I mean, if you're gonna
Like,
be,
wow.
I mean, if you're gonna unsubscribe from me because I'm being excessively gay, fine. I don't want your homophobia, but also, like, I didn't gain any subscribers today.
Like what irritates me about that is like you don't have to agree with somebody's lifestyle or choices to still be friends with them. You
Yep.
know, so like even if you didn't agree with, like, it doesn't matter. Should it matter? Should that be the defining factor of whether you can consume somebody's content? Like, do you have to agree with somebody to consume their content?
Not on something like
Questions.
that. I mean, like, am I going to subscribe to Ben Shapiro? No, I don't agree with that.
Right.
But you know, there are certain things that
I
it's
get where
like
you're going with that.
it's different. You know what I meant?
I know where you're going.
You get the
Yep.
point.
And sometimes that can open you up. Like, I mean, 90% of the views that I have now are because I was following someone that I didn't agree with at the beginning, but they made their points in a way that didn't belittle Max. I'm gonna ban you, Max. Anyways, they made their point in a way that was like I remember watching some of John Green's videos back when I was still very conservative and being like, okay, but like he is doing a better job of being respectful to the to my side than conservatives ever are towards liberals.
Right.
So,
Chill out, dude.
anyways,
Unfortunately, I haven't had any like troll comments or anything like that.
yeah.
Good.
But like, there's I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll go watch it, and then I'll make my brother watch it. I will not make my mother watch it because we don't have those discussions in this house while I am still under her roof.
Fair enough.
Like there are a lot of attitude changes that I'm just like, I don't have the emotional bandwidth to have this conversation with you right now because it will be an argument. So,
Yeah, you puppy.
hi.
Baby.
A puppy. I love how you call her a puppy, and she is bigger than some adult dogs.
All dogs are puppies.
All dogs.
Look at how big her paws are.
I
That
know.
paw is almost as big as your face.
Yeah. Like it's as big as the palm of my hand.
Oh my god. I don't know what that is, Max, and I'm too afraid to ask at this point, so don't explain it. So the annoying thing about subscribers with my channel is like I'll lose one and gain one. So I've gained a bunch of subscribers, but I have not gone anywhere subscriber wise because I keep losing people.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed lately too, like, and I know people have been saying that this is a problem for a while, but it's like, especially lately, I've been like losing subscribers when I post a video, and it's just disheartening when it's so fast.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, you remembered I exist. Okay.
Exactly. Like, yeah,
Sorry.
you're picturing them going through. Yeah, you're like picturing them going through their sub feed, and they're like, oh wait, no.
That verse. Yeah.
Like
maybe Veda will be better this round and I'll actually gain subscribers.
maybe, hopefully, I will be closer to self-employed by the time we get to Veda this round or next round. So, y'all are welcome to maybe. Wait, I
need to join Veda.
Yeah, if you want to join Veda, you can.
You still have like a month and a half to prep. It's fine.
It's that soon.
It is that soon.
I still have to do all of the watching for Vaultathon. So, like, I haven't even watched the movie we're doing. So
It's like 2 hours. It's fine. You got this, Margaret.
It's fine. So, and I need to make the announcement like either next week or the week after, so people will have time.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, I posted on the Vaultathon Twitter just because I'm doing the insurance school thing, and I'm trying to finish this 60-hour course.
Yeah.
I was like, I there's no way I'm going to be able to do Vaultathon in June. We're pushing it to July. So because I hadn't even watched the movie at that point, and yeah, so it's going to be like if anyone's wondering when the next Vaultathon is, I think it's the third week in July. The dates are on the Vaultathon Twitter.
It's like not the 10th, the week of the 10th. It's the week
that's
after that.
I think I might, because I was trying to avoid something specific and I can't remember.
Yeah, it was the weekend after the 10th.
Yeah, so it's like the 12th through the 18th, and I was trying to avoid the week that they typically do the reading rush, because I wasn't sure if they were going to be doing that this year, but if they are, I don't want to like have that as a competition. I don't think they are at this point, because
there was way too much negative press about it.
So, anyways,
I
which
think
is
that
sad.
with what happened last year, they might not.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I'm surprised they're not doing it. Like, I was thinking I couldn't picture how they would, but I still assumed that they would try and...
I don't think that Ariel's been putting out video, like, content at all.
Yeah, she has. I'm sub to her, so I've seen some of her stuff.
She quit for a while. She wasn't for a couple months or so afterwards, and then she started posting again. And a lot of it has to do with her new house, because she just got a new house. So she's not just doing book content, like she's talking about more life stuff and things like that too.
Yeah. You haven't seen it on my homepage. Yeah, Anne Marie, it starts on the 21st. I'll put something on Instagram about like when the live show is, because I haven't like figured out what time, but it's going to be on that Saturday.
If you need someone to pop in as a co-host, let me know, because I'm going to be doing it with y'all.
Anyways. Also, Margaret, I wasn't like trying to be like, yeah, when's Vaultathon happening? I've been very sporadically like active on Twitter, like haven't been on it much, so I hadn't checked the account lately. So
I know Twitter, it's easy to miss stuff. So but like it's somewhere on there, the new dates. So for me, like the one thing with the reading rush is I know that they were friends with Christina Marie, who is a Black booktuber, and so she was working with them and talking with them, and she was one of the ones that got really upset about people going after them, because I do think their response was overkill. But I think that's the way it happens always with Twitter, because people don't stop to think like who all has already said this. Like I feel like sometimes I'm one of the only people that like checks the replies to see if someone has already given the information.
Right.
So
you get tunnel like I mean when you get heated about something, it's easy to get tunnel vision.
Yeah, and I think
I need to
too,
be
like,
heard.
yeah, I think too, like, part of the timing too, like, everybody was like very aggressively outspoken about
Mhm.
like any little thing at that time. Like, people were so much more, even more like
People
to the
were
point
on
of
high alert.
hypersensitive instead
Yeah,
of
no, people were
effectively
on high
sensitive.
alert.
It was
And
like
that
what
makes sense.
2
Yeah.
weeks after the whole Rachel Marie thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it was
I
just like a
think-
lot of things were happening.
Yeah.
And it was
think
like
also though,
the still towards the beginning of quarantining, like, everybody has nothing better to do than critique everyone on the internet. Like,
I think also it
you
was
know.
based on the way they responded.
Yeah,
Like, because
Yeah.
they kept making it worse. And, like, I don't follow either of them, and I've never done Reading Rush, so I have no, like, vested, like, interest in them specifically, or, like, prior knowledge about them or anything. But I think what a lot of people were also upset was, like, the fact that they're making a lot of money off of this, too. That makes it feel a little different. And I think a big part of it was the lack of real apology going on. Like, I think that would have, not that would have, like, fixed everything and made people, like, not respond the way they did, but at least from what I was observing, it seemed like that was one of the things people had an issue with, is not just the choices they made, but that they, like, kept doubling down.
Yeah. And that I agree with that. And the one thing I did respond to, I feel, is the apology that they put out. And I was like, okay, listen, I understand you're sorry. What I want to know, or what most of the people I see want to know, is what you're going to do to make sure this doesn't happen again next time.
Yeah.
I have no problem with them making money off of it, because people got to pay bills. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you don't like the fact that they're selling stuff, don't buy it.
Right. You don't have, you can participate without spending any money. You don't have to,
Yeah.
you don't have to financially support to be a part.
Like, let me tell you, there will be a time when I am having sponsorships and ads and all of that stuff, and I'm not going to feel sorry about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
I think it's more that it gives people different expectations for how you run something, is I think the issue.
Yeah.
They were like, they should have been held to a higher standard.
Right.
Mhm.
It should have, like, professionalism, I think, should have been a bigger concern.
Yeah.
professionalism
And I
and,
think that
like,
just in general, when you're in charge of something, like, to me personally, I can't understand, you have so many people that were like
mhm.
wanting to have that discussion about
Yeah.
that book. So even if
Yeah.
it had nothing
It
to
is a
do
good
with,
book.
no matter what book it was, you still have a responsibility.
to do that.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
to be
simply for
honest
the
about
fact that you
why
have
you get the
people-
fact that you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that could have been a way to address it too, is, like, just say, I'm sorry, we haven't read the book. Here's we're going to push it back a couple of weeks, or we're going to have someone else on to
Right.
discuss.
That's what I would have done. I would have
Yeah.
totally been like, hey, we're going to do a wrap up, and then, because I understand everyone's mental health just has been crazy for the last year.
But also, like, they should have made it a priority, because it wasn't like they didn't read anything that week. Like,
They just chose to read
right
other
after.
things. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like, even then, like, if you know what the group book is going to be, you could have read it prior to the readathon, even.
Right. You're
knowing that you're not going to have the time to do
Right.
a bunch of reading
should
based
do it
on
all
all
the
of the years you've done this readathon and never really gotten to do as much reading as you planned.
Yeah.
Maybe
There were multiple ways they could have
Plan ahead
handled
a
it
little.
that were not what they did.
And let me tell you, as someone who has read Such a Fun Age, I just finished it. It's going to be in my May wrap up. It sucks you in.
It's
Like,
so
he
good, and it's
right
such a
into the
quick
action
read.
so
Yeah.
well, but it's still able to establish things really well. And you're so angry.
Yeah.
So much of the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like half the book I'm sitting there going, oh my God, white woman do better. Because she's one of those.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
All right, my battery is about to die here in a few minutes, so I should probably wrap this up. Did we have anything else that we needed to mention on the channels? I will have videos eventually.
I am going to be putting up my small booktuber tag that Margaret tagged me in.
Oh yeah, I did.
Tagged me to do. I finally actually did it. So that's going to go up probably
I don't
Tuesday.
know if anyone that I tagged has done it. So
I had intentions, but then like I kind of got off the routine. I was uploading like twice a week for a while, and then like it kind of got crazy and things. So it kind of I've slid back to like once a week now, I think. Not intentionally.
yeah.
I have intentions to get the second video for the week edited by the time it's supposed to go up, and then it doesn't.
This is my
happen.
first
I mean-
video in a week, so we're just,
You
we're
guys,
just
I
rolling
will
with
be-
it right now.
I will be posting my favorite books of last year this month. So you guys are doing great. Like,
I mean, we're in June. I still have yet to post my May or my April or my May wrap up. I will have posted both
Margaret,
March,
same.
April, and May.
Are they filmed? Because you could just, do them together.
I think one of the things that I learned, last year is like if I get even a little behind, I am suddenly a lot behind, and I really just can't let that happen again. Like because I'm so stressed all the
Yeah.
time, and I feel like I'm like all of my videos start with apologies about how late it is. So I just need to not let this
Okay.
happen. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Give me the official like blinking red symbol. So I'm going to end this broadcast. Thank you so much for watching.